Hey everyone, Cody here. Um, Today's video is going to be a little different than usual. Today I'm going to be going ahead and... Okay, I'm not sure why that just happened. Anyways, today I'm going to be going ahead and... Let me turn my phone off. Showing you how to download a very useful program called SwiftKit that will help you out in playing RuneScape a little bit and save you some time, make things a little easier. SwiftKit is what I personally use for playing RuneScape, and it's just a nice little application that makes doing certain things a little quicker and simpler. So, to get SwiftKit, we're going to go ahead and type into our address bar on our preferred internet browser, swiftkit.net. And I should go ahead and say SwiftKit is the most popular RuneScape client, third-party client that there is, and I believe always has been the most popular. It's been around for many, many, many years. I used to use this back actually during 2007, the year 2007, when I played RuneScape, playing the current game that we're all enjoying at the moment. So, once you go to swiftkit.net, you'll go ahead and just click on the free download button. This is a completely safe file. As you can see, this is an accurate counter over here. It really has been downloaded that much, and it really is that popular of a client. So, we'll just follow the steps and download this program. And this is the same as downloading and installing any other program. You go ahead, you download it, and then open the file you've downloaded. Follow the on-screen prompts, simple stuff, blah blah blah. Of course I read this, I swear to God I did. You can choose to install it to a specific path if you want, but usually you'll just leave it there because that's a good place for it. Give it a few seconds and SwiftKit will be installed. So, here we go. And then it places an icon on your desktop. And of course you can find it under your programs or by doing a simple search. Now, when you launch SwiftKit, this is going to be the screen you see every time you launch. And it also shows the recent updates and what the updates did. So as we can see on March 17th, today, they added some new features for old school, which is always good. The first time you launch it, most likely this is going to happen. It's going to go ahead and download a patch or the most recent update, and it will relaunch. So, we will always go ahead and click on launch to begin, and I believe it saved my options from before, but it will ask you to choose which profile you want. And you'll just go ahead and you can create a profile name or you can choose the default name, and it really doesn't matter. It's just your preference. You can choose to always you can choose to have it automatically sign you into that profile, so you don't need to bother clicking on that. So when you get it launched up, this is what it's going to look like. And to play old school RuneScape, you'll just go ahead and click on the old school button and play RS, and it will take you to the old school webpage. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the tools that this add-on allows you to use. Starting at the top right hand corner, we see some basic functions such as taking you to the RuneScape webpage and opening up your internet browser. We have a calculator that works fully with the numeric pad or your keyboard if the area is clicked on, so you can, during trades especially, it's easy, you can say if you're buying 795 items that are 135 each, there you go, now you know how much to pay for. A world clock, which actually helps out a lot if you're playing with someone in different time zones, so you can go ahead and see what time it is in their part of the world. and a screenshot viewer, which I'll get back to this in just a moment, because this also takes screenshots, which is what I personally use for all my screenshots. Down below, we have a high scores lookup. So once again, make sure that the old school box is ticked if you're playing old school, and then simply type in the username you want. It stores usernames so you can get back to them easily, and it also shows the progress towards the next level of the skill. So this is helpful, and if you're training or something, and say you're training your woodcutting and you're curious about the other person who's chopping the same tree as you, how high of a woodcutting level they are, and if you're wasting your time and they're obviously going to be getting all the logs if they're like 40 levels higher than you, you can look up their name and decide whether it's best to move on or try to tough it out, you know. We have a item database, which also doubles as an item database that doubles as monsters and quests also, if chosen. This is mainly for the current EOC RuneScape, but you can use it on items to look up certain things. Say, I used this recently for papyrus, or I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that word. And I use this after double clicking to see more about the item. This usually will give you EOC information, but a lot of EOC stuff still transfers over to old school. So for example, I use this to figure out where to buy this, and I bought it from Ali Morsane's shop actually. Moving on, it also has some other functions such as graphs and price tracking, but this is for EOC RuneScape and does not apply to old school prices or any of that such. Quick links that you can add, web links. I have the RuneScape world map added and a MP3 player, but honestly I always would use my preferred media player instead of this, just because I'm stubborn, I guess. Down here we have internal utilities. This is a notepad. You can save notes, you can change the text, you can do all sorts of fun things and useful stuff and such with this. We have a IRC chat if you are into those. This is a bunch of links. At the moment, if you click on these links, say if I want to open up quests, it's going to take me to the Tippet website, which is for the current EOC RuneScape, but luckily, say if I want more information about Biohazard. On the Tippet website currently, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of most item pages or quest pages, you'll see find this page on Internet Archive. And by clicking this, it's going to take you as close as it can to August 10th. So this is what this website looked like in August 10th. And you'll be able to use this a lot for quest guides, and looking up other items to see their stats, the bonuses they give, and such. Very useful. I use that a lot, actually. Also, it works for their skill guides. You can see the old skill guides and other stuff like that. So that's very useful. Fairy ring codes, also very useful. These treasure guides and treasure locators, I believe these are only for EOC. I'm not sure if they've been updated much. Oh, I'll actually just see it here, so guess what? You can go ahead using that link, and as before, go to the Internet Archive version of the website, and you can have the 2007 version of that guide. The world map is an atlas that is much more functional, I think, than the current old school map. The only disadvantages to this, if you're not if you don't remember the old map, this might be confusing because it has the EOC stuff. So all of this new Birthrips business and the Grand Exchange from the current EOC RuneScape is shown on this map. So if you're not familiar with the old game world, I would just use still the standard RuneScape map. That being said, using SwiftKit for some reason likes to get rid of my menu bar on the top of the screen. So that is why I personally added a world map link down here so I could still get to the world map. quickly, but I'm not sure if this link actually works or not. I haven't used it in a while. Yes, it does. Oh, this is actually the Tibet world map, which is something else. Anyways, it also has combat calculators, which was just added in today. These are very useful. I'm glad this was added in. So once again, on Old School, you can type in your username if you're ranked on the high scores, which most people are at the moment. And you can grab your data, and it will go ahead and show you what you need to advance to the next combat level. So for me, to get to combat level 75, I need 3 attacker strength levels, 3 defense or constitution levels, 5 prayer levels, 34, you know, you understand. It also tells you your max hit. You just go ahead and you put in your strength bonus, and you know your attack style if you're using a potion or prayers, and your equipment strength, and it will calculate your max hit. Obviously, that's very unrealistic. It also has not guides, but a fighting calculator of how many, say, monsters you'll have to kill to get to that level. So say if I wanted to kill rock crabs to train this, I believe rock crab would be the proper term. So you can see I'd have to kill 126 rock crabs to get from my current strength level with my current experience to level 65. So this is also a very useful tool. And same goes for skills. You can use this to say if I want to get my cooking from my current level to level 70, cooking, let's say, lobster. Oh, actually, I believe this is a little different. Because there's not a whole lot of different. I need to cook 5,497 lobsters. Ouch. Not fun. So, and it has progress tracking and other stuff like that. So that's a very cool tool. I'm glad they added that back in today. Now, as far as screenshots goes, whenever you want to take a screenshot, you can either press the print screen button on your keyboard, or you can manually press the take screenshot button. This will take a screenshot of your game window and only the game window. It will not take a screenshot of what you're seeing now, which is my entire desktop. To view those, you can either go down into the internal utilities, or you can go over here and go to the viewer. Now over here, it'll go ahead and it shows you where your screenshots are saved, and you can just go ahead and view all the screenshots you've taken. And you can use the left and right arrow keys once it's highlighted to quickly flip through all your screenshots. As you can see, I've just been taking some as I've progressed, sort of from day one, different Slayer tasks and buying and selling things, quest rewards, all that stuff. So that's sort of a neat little function. I enjoy being able to take screenshots quickly. Doing certain quests and stuff where you have to memorize phrases or puzzles or stuff like that. This also comes in handy because you, instead of writing it down, you can just grab a screenshot of it really quick and then delete it after. That is the main overview and the most important things I can think of about using SwiftKit. You also can go to the settings by either going to, I believe it is View, yes, or once again by going to the internal utilities and clicking on Settings. This will allow you to adjust certain things, such as what I would recommend ticking off right off the back is using the default browser instead of the normal web browser that SwiftKit would have you use, just as it's a little outdated. It's not very good. I would definitely toggle this option so it opens your normal browser such as Chrome, Firefox, whatever you use. But the rest is just sort of personal preference. You don't need to enter in your RuneScape username. This is once again just personal preference about certain things that you like about your screenshots. You can have it so it takes your entire screen, just the game window. And it also has themes. Personally, I don't use the default theme. I think it's a little too bright. I like something darker, such as midnight or gray. Not gray, dark gray. But there's some different themes here, and you can download more online. It's very simple to do that. Anyways, I hope this video was informative, and I hope you learned a thing or two about SwiftKit, and if you decide to use it, that would be just dandy, wouldn't it? I really don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm sort of rambling and getting off topic. I'm gonna go ahead and end this now before I end up in some 20-minute long rant about root beer and shoelaces. So once again, thanks for watching everyone, and I will see you all in the next video.